Okay, 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Here we go. I want to save you guys some trouble that I had. You can see I've cut my fingers. I've got all kinds of crap from trying to change this headlight right here. So this is, you can see it. This is a limited trim. So this is the passenger side headlight. You got your turn signal, your daytime running light, and this is your high-low beam. And then there's also a little tiny bulb up in here. Anyway, I'm replacing that guy right there. So it started to turn purple, which I guess I should have known that meant I had a special kind of bulb, but I didn't. So I went to the local auto parts store and they sold me these. They're H11s. That is your standard low beam headlight. Well, it turns out, because I have the limited trim and not the Laredo, it actually looks like this. This is actually the old one that I pulled out of my Jeep. It is a xenon bulb. So that's why it starts to turn purple before it goes out. This was $105. Two of those, the other one's around here somewhere. Two of those were 40 bucks. So they wouldn't allow me to return this one because I'd massacred the package opening it. So I had to buy this guy. $105 plus tax for one stupid bulb. So get in here. I'll show you how to get into the bulb. Get in and see what you've got before you just go to the store and pick you up some bulbs. Make sure you get the right one. I really do think it comes down to the model. The Laredo, I think, has these. The Limited and the Overland probably have these because it's a higher end part. I've had this Jeep for about 60,000 miles. I assume this is the original, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's go into how to replace the bulb. There are lots of videos on YouTube about how to do the driver's side, but the passenger side is kind of a pain. So everybody knows about the little hatch. Don't even waste your time. So what you're going to do is you're going to get in here. Let me see if I can get some light on this. Okay. So the first thing I did, let's try doing this. Hold on. Okay, so the first thing I did was I unplugged all three of these. They were plugged in here, here, and here. And you can see the color of the connector lines up to the color of these little things. There is no green on my model of Jeep. So I just had the three, just a little red slides out of the way, push down on the middle, and they pull right out. No problems. There are also two things that were right here against the inside of the firewall, or the kind of the wall of the compartment. Let me get out of the light here. There is this thing. All I did was take that little thing, that connected it to the Jeep. I just pried it out, haven't disconnected any wires. These are the only wires that I really disconnected, are those three connectors. And then there's another little guy that clipped onto this thing right there. Let's see here. Clipped onto that guy. You just reach down, pull that, and it slides up and off. Again, didn't disconnect anything. From there, you get these things out of the way. You get down in here, and you'll see this. You'll see this giant silver box, and so it kind of goes in like this. It'll be down, so the connector will be down. You just have to reach in, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky because I can't show you what I'm talking about, but the place where the bulb goes back in, so you can see right there that orange thing in my hand, that's the connector for the bulb. That's where the bulb plugs into. Not a lot of play. You're not going to have a whole lot of room. Now, when you reconnect it and put it back in, there is a little tab over here on the side. So again, if the bulb is in the Jeep like this, your tab is going to be to the inside of the bulb, not to the outside, but to the inside. And you just either push it down or pull it up. I can't remember which one I did. And then the bulb slides out. You disconnect it. There's a little metal clamp. You need a screwdriver. Just pry it off, and then it pulls right out. Reverse the process to get everything. Oh, one other thing. Where did it go? There is a big rubber boot that goes over this. And I don't know where it got put. It's about as big as my hand, and it's rubber, and it just kind of, it's like a cap. And it's a ring, it's round. Gosh darn it. I don't know where I would have put that thing. Have to see if I can find it. Anyway, you'll have to remove that cap before you can actually get to the bulb. I will try to find a picture of the cap, put it as a comment in the comments, just so you guys know what you're looking at, and then just put everything back. Make sure that you reconnect all three of those and reattach the two up against the wall here. Not reattaching those two probably won't do you a whole lot of damage. If you don't do it, they're going to just kind of flap around. But those three, I mean, that's going to be like computer stuff. So make sure that you 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Those three. Not the green, the other three. Leave any questions if you guys have any questions about anything. I used to be a mechanic a lifetime ago, so I try to do these things myself. If you do the driver's side, just remove the air filter cleaner, the whole thing. Like disconnect the hose, remove the air filter, the box. There's 3 bolts in the bottom. Pull the whole air filter housing out. Then you should have the same access over there. And there you go. There's a headlight on a 2011 Grand Cherokee Limited. See ya.